which leads to what? To the speed. That's where we develop what? The speed. And that speed, you let an assessment for learning. Because it's not a formative use of summative. You are assessing the summative. Baba test, by mark, they analyze, but you have a mistake. Oh, but no. I go back and give what? The feedback. That feedback is very much important. So you are taking them through their mistakes, trying to correct, so that going forward, they know what is correct that they need to do. That is the formative use of summative. Is it clear? Okay? Then, the other one, the last one, which is assessment as learning. Colleagues, this thing goes, okay. As teachers, we want to go to the class, teach. See what teachers, then after that, you won't even ask, you won't even give them the chance to go through themselves, to check their understanding, to review their knowledge, and review their mistakes, be able to correct themselves. So in this one, assessment as learning, this one encourages educators to lead learners, to be responsible for their own learning. They need to take the responsibility for themselves, for their own learning. Must be able to identify their mistakes. They must be able to correct their mistakes on their own. Let them do this on their own so that it becomes easy for you to correct. So allow them to be on themselves, be able to take responsibility of their own learning. That is assessment as learning. But as a teacher, be the leader. Believe them, encourage them. When you give them that feedback, that is very much important. So when you give them feedback, they have feedback, you must know, I must be able to tell them, in this mistake that I did, how am I going to rectify this? So the following day when you come back, you will be able to give correction. So let us encourage learners to be responsible, to take the responsibility of their own learning. Are you getting that? Because we all look, so once our on the lead, then that is what is A as learning. Then we have it's AAL. So this one again is the hydration we keep. As teachers, we need to take the lead, make sure that we support them. Then you group them, you make them understand when I'm explaining. So you group them, you group them, somebody will take the lead. They explain to each other. Remember, it's a reality. So you accommodate those kids. So if you group them with other learners, they will be able to gain information. Where now, ever I told you, also it told about my peers. So it encourages the peer learning and also the self-learning, which is for my colleagues that will continue with. They will take it through that would help with them. But this one, help, encourages what? Learners to take the responsibility of their own learning. With educators being the lead on the Alright, I think that is for the assessment. If we have anything that we need to discuss, maybe any assessment. We spoke about the two types, which is the summative and the summative, right? Then some versus hyphen, which is what? The way you have it is number one, assessment of learning. Then number two, for learning. Then number three, assessment as learning. So those three are that we have understood and looked at that there is somewhere where it speaks about the formative use of summative. Which one is the last one? what are you going to correct if you are not getting the answers? So it's very much important that we assess our learners and it's about assessing their learners. So if I will need to go formative, which is we as a children that say, why you are teaching them, you are assessing them. Then at the end again, you are going toward the summative. Then after the summative, so that you be able to go back to AFL, then you must be able to analyze the results. That will give you the overview, what happened, what are you understanding, so that you will go back to classroom and be able to do what the formative use of summative. Then that is one of the assessment. We have any plan or pension or whatever before we continue. So that I can take you through a community. Can you please help me with this one? So that I take you through on the techniques. Techniques that we're going to use now, we're going to use so that these are the techniques that we're going to use. It's a formative assessment techniques. So they are there on page 1. Let us go through them. You have in your hand, we have technique number 1. So I'm going to use the document. I'm going to take you that. Let us go through that. So what technique number 1 speak about no hands up. Why are they saying no hands up? Page number 21. Page 21. So no hands. The assessment for learning is encouraging the hands up. That when you ask a question, and in some other classes, then what about the others? It means you are not giving the others the
You are going to write only your name, yeah? Like myself, I'm Kate. Just write Kate. But I don't know Sarah M. I don't know Sarah only the name.
Okay, now I am again
I must not swim.
Alright, we are here on the techniques. I was saying that the AFL discouraging what is the hands up technique. Because all the time when you ask the question, there will be those begin to others. So they are saying we cannot even have decisions. Because remember, all things will be accommodated. And now if you use that to say raise up your hand, then those who are short of the answer will be always there. And there is a child there. She knows the answer, but she's scared. Then that child will not be able to. Then she's not sure. If then so now that is why it's being discouraged on the AFL. That we need to stop this technique all the time. So rather, having no hands up, it is approach China. Then something something I so attention for you. Then we can use it like that. Not answer. Then this one of giving answers all the time, at the same time, you say the answer is law of yours and just yours. And they don't know what are they saying. It still goes with this one. Does it decrease or increase? Then we'll look at bias. So as you do that, those are the things that are being discouraged because it doesn't give us indicators. There is 3 answers of what is it that we need to identify as the heads. So now, technique number 1 is encourage demanding learners take responsibility of their own learning. The one that speaks about learners taking responsibility of their own learning. You're right here. You're right here. Let's wait for others. Let's wait for others. The answer. Can you see? Everyone is giving me the answer. But you can't see the number of the you can't go one knows the answer. That is the reality. But now, because I said everyone has said the truth, you all did it. So that is the very thing that is response number one. It's the usage of the variables. So if you want them to answer all of them, then you can just write the answer is this, and there is two. Again, also is it clear? Then we want to another technique which is they say the robot has do you have the robot class? Yeah. Oh yes, these are the robot class. That's remember please, they are kids who are scared to speak to us, who are scared to look at us. Even if they don't understand, they will never tell you. Alright, let's review the answer on the end. That is the first question. What was the answer? What was the correct answer? With A. Alright, that's A. Alright, so now we go to this technique, which is technique number 2, the robot class. I was saying we have kids who they are asking to speak. They are scared of asking what wrong. But how do I start and say, ma'am, please stop, I didn't understand. And they have this kids to say, when you raise your hand, you start, no. Okay, so the learner, if you encourage them to buy this, so those learners, now we are we are then it means to say and explain without opening their mouths. So you are able to interact with them. So now in this moment, then you will be able to cooperate. Without other leaders being identified with bad situation. So again, why are you saying you are in there? So we are just bringing up like that. Then whether you know, I need to repeat. So rather than we ask them, did you understand what do they say? Yes. Then we will give them the test. Then the other technique is call a friend. So if you ask, before I call a friend, then you go to the next thing. Now, okay? I want to understand now. Which uses my assessment comes to me out. So look goes up, and that is one. So whoever goes up will make a pass. That is the next thing. This is the other technique. So it opens learners' mindset. Because all the time we must listen to what we're saying. one that we spoke of that it has the formative use of survey. And then it was then here are and Mantjedi in so which uses we ask which one? Let's check. It speaks about the using of the formative use of survey. It's assessment for learning. You see, other is all the time combined again. I'm not all the time but when I take it from here, then I know I'm being neutral to all the kids. Then it's assessment for learning, which is correct. But if the answer is not correct, then that's where now it's getting this central thing to accommodate. There are those who are slow learners. Then all the time they will feel back and say, then you don't get no, you accommodate those who are saying, let us use this technique, call a friend. Then then we allow, call your friend. Then what's that? If all I ask, then I allow you, call your friend. Then you take yourself from there. We are actually bad. Then we are able to know, can you please answer for me? Then that is a technique again. Then this one is the other one is a photo. Then this one is asking for. We have a mini one leg, which is this one. So not all the time that you are going to use the same technique. In other time, I will use number things. In other training, also it's number 6. I will use number 1. Who's on the board? Then I'm being neutral and I'm asking the question. This is what I'm going to do. For you, for my food program, you must answer the question. So it's made the lesson they enjoy because sometimes what then they know, I think because you answer, then the question will give you the answer. So you try to interact with learners differently. So today you come with a board, today you come with a cell phone, you come with the name stick, you come with the mini board. So bringing different techniques and making sure that they enjoy the lessons. Then the other one is the last one. The last one, or the second last. It's the thumbs up. This one is last. See that it is the thumbs. Yes, I don't know. Okay, the thumbs up. When I imagine in a low class, but I mean, grade 10 is the class grade and challenge. And if you say thumbs up, how are you? And what was with so this one is if they say, only you are not considered this as then only one of us at side. Then if others one, then we are sure. So it's a thumbs up. So Mama's way is we are going to demonstrate us. So they don't need to make noise and say, yes! No. But all of them they do like this so that you allow those who are unable to speak to sign to that technology yet. Then the other one I spoke of learners being able to do their own work. Then this one is the think, pay attention. Allow them, not all the time where you need to give them work individually, but there is a time where you need to give them allow them to share their ideas, allow them to demonstrate some of the things in pairs, so that these other ones will be able to learn from the other one. Well, they can't ask us, but they learn better when they learn from their peers. So allow participation. Allow them to be assessed in groups, maybe in pairs, so that they are able to share that information. Then the last one is the exit ticket. So this strategy assesses with you. You assess them, or if you want to get information which was really, you must write something on the paper without saying raising the hand, raising the head, without giving you the answer, but silently they write on the paper and until you are giving me that. You give them the paper, then they answer. Then you leave your work and then you go. There is an exit ticket. So as they move out, then they move out. So they are communicating. Or whatever. If you did you understand? The mere balance, no, or yes. One of the problems was here. We have shared, and then we'll be able to review that, be able to see and identify the gaps that we have. One, two, those are the templates. Thank you. All right, thank you.
Thank you for
Okay, that's my last part.
So now we have techniques that are going to use in the class. Again, start. Hi, Zaza. Use the name stick. You can must be Right, Zaza.
And as in function of what I call it out okay. Can I take my seat?
So now we have or we do have different techniques now that we can use in class. I remember English, grade 11, I was using this technique for arguments. The learner just went how do you remember? You didn't know where anything. Now when you ask the questions, I'll sound to one. Most of the time, just be when I get. Then when I get, ask the question. Ask the answer. Then we will open it. Then we make it call. Then we just need to then the is going to get. And what's not like it? For not just to see by it, think of it and not respond to the question. And then, but if you can use those techniques, it will help us a lot. It will help us. I don't know how much I said.
No, I think that's the end. Which one? Number one, number two. T or Z? One, T, two, Z.
The next session is 20 minutes. If you can take it, then after that, break it.
One, two, two. Okay, let's do that. Okay.
All right.
So now, but now I know there must be a question. Why not? Why do you know? Why are not? I said to all, I will just take over another school. Registering anything. We won't know how to do this is not only for our people, this is for the whole education system. Right? Why is that? Because some teachers, I'm just giving a background of education system. Some teachers say 80% of the language in the whole education system. Right? Since they are not learning the language, so this program, by place to lead, so that they can agree. And then we can tell them what we say in the Jewish teaching of the Jewish teaching. So you go there after this whole session of the organizer, the Islam and present this. And then the show the system for the immediate movement with class and provisional development Muslims either is accepted as primary one. From the settlement of the illness and the education continuum who focus on intelligence like subject. So the union aims to hold the employer accountable then on the measures of curriculum. Why not the teachers will be the ones and why not the strategies, hence assessment for you. Because science put a part of the agreement, what they consider one sort of society. But the little thing is it about formative or summative? That's when the beginning said, no, why are we judging them before teaching them? Or the teacher would have this to say, let the learner understand before we judge them or what they do. So now we are more understand the man, not judge the learner or not reason for what they do. So this is the we should not ignore, let the learner learn. Let's use those things, let the lesson be fun. All those techniques, so that communication is not very lesson. Then no recovery employable for compliance. Not compliant, not taking. Yes, there are assessment for assessment of so now I'm going to present what is key in most cases. This one here. Now I'm going to introduce FAS number 1. FAS stands for Formative Assessment Strategy. Second formative assessment strategy. Second one. So I'm going to present the first one, 14. Are you understand? I'm going to present the first one. Now, the first one you will understand. The first one you will understand what we always do. What we always do. Before we go to class, please have to put a class. No. Please have to put it. You read, right? You must play. You must have a lesson plan, right? And your lesson, you know how you must have a lesson plan and the lesson preparation. Very good. Lesson preparation is an outline of the activities that you are going to do. Yeah? And lesson preparation is like details. Yeah? What may yes. So more about this is what I'm going to teach and the corrections and what so. But that is not the lesson. That is a lesson preparation. Okay? So in the lesson now we are going to talk more about what is the lesson. When we look at the lesson, we know for sure what our lesson outcomes. Okay? Kings and the Lord this one at the end of them. Yes. That's what's said. Lesson outcomes and assessment criteria. Lesson outcomes and assessment criteria. So lesson outcomes, let's say the social science. People are not assessment criteria to show that learners have achieved that lesson outcomes. They must mention the laws of society. Just give me an example, right? But the new approach will come back to some of the things. The new approach or say assessment for them is to say now we are changing names. We are changing names outside the lesson outcome. Because the lesson outcome is teacher centered. It's about me. The lesson outcome, you listen to me with something. Now, instead of using the word lesson outcomes, that's when we are using LI. And explain for people that explain LI. So, identify what the lesson need to learn from the curriculum. That's key. Then we know we need to have the topic. Like, not that when you're teaching our mother, or the chefs implement, we take the lesson topic. Lesson objectives. learners must learn on that specific day or during that week, depending on how lesson learners will be or be the assessment criteria is really important. How are you going to assess your learners? Lesson activities and activities that will be during the lesson. And all this really especially lesson objectives and lesson academic assessment criteria. We are going to come with a new approach as the purpose of this workshop. So key points to ensure that all the lessons are able. Teachers also prepared for the lesson. That is our main objective. And when we need to learn the one, teacher must focus on what learners need to learn and not one teacher needs to have. So the thing says, all this stuff, all this stuff, we focus on what the teacher. The lessons were teacher. So let's move from the teacher center. That's why our lesson plan provides all the information to use formative assessment. Formative assessment, you're getting knowledge, right? Assessment for the okay. So ATPs, we know we use ATPs. We don't provide clear lesson objective and assessment criteria. Terms of human guiding and we know we concern our technology. So this is just an ATP that formation is mobile travel, we know when we must get our lesson objectives from the ATP. We will take that concept or content area or then a lesson objective, and then the assessment criteria will be the clarifications. I'm not going to talk about that more. Okay. Lesson planning hopefully means formative assessment, like in the evaluation now. And then so what other people so when you plan the lesson, how can you know the lesson of it's not about it. Wow. Then, for who follow another so our listeners must be with the lesson. Therefore, the learner must ask the question: what is that? What is it that learner must be teaching? That's the end of this. And only then teachers ask questions. What does the teacher ensure that learners will be the lesson objectives? Okay. Lesson plan if you don't put it together. Talk on one side, just as we played just now. And we can let's look at it. Yeah, okay, we can finish this now. We all see this now, let's say the and get the lesson everybody. And let's spot the difference. I can't completely get the fact, but the point is the way it's there. Of course, the subject must be there, and then the grade, just the definition, 1 hour, those are reasons for them. Okay. When you come up with that, you must mention the ways that are not training. Who you play about this school and for example, when you know, okay, these are the ways that you go about the access to your program. So you will really find those ways. You can even use a dictionary if possible. Now, what to remember this is a baseline assessment. Baseline assessment is something you can because it must assess the prior and or another okay. The resources we must mention what we are using. If you are using a particular you must mention using spot on if you are using charts. Everything that you are doing must be there in your lesson. Now, the most important part is that there is many intentions. However, these are the many intentions any outcomes. Right? They were called many outcomes because they are the outcomes of the lesson. But we are not going to see many outcomes because many outcomes is about the teacher. Then what are we intending to learn? As a team, we're not the bar. This is why we are learning to. We were not the bar. And the learners must know, okay, today we are learning to do fractions, for example. So that is what the role is learner. Success criteria is not from assessment criteria. Now it is your success criteria. Why is success criteria? Because you are going to be successful if you do this. Now another way success is assessment. So after learning, I'm going to be successful if I can do this. So this is why I know I have achieved the learning intentions when I can do this. I know I have achieved the learning intentions if I can do the budget, but that must also come from the learning intention. So you can I as well. Who is this I? Give it a although this is what we are saying, the lesson plan must be learner-centered, must be about the learners, not about the teacher. And this lesson intention, very intentional success criteria. What are the way they learn to read the lesson? You must make sure what the child. We are very visible for the learners. As you teach, when I'm someone, how do we do that today? They did that. Only it was a little scale, it was scale, or we go to Santo teaching, we go it keeps you going. And if they're saying we are learning about the benevolent success criteria this side, I know I can achieve this if I can do what I see on the daily intentions. So we encourage you, let's go and make focus of this. Because if it goes down, it will affect what for assessment these times and choose or in the lesson. Was it all level to complete the level? So I want to go to some exits. So all this is all the things today. Or I think the new lesson. Or the did you talk about exit tickets? Okay. So the exit tickets, they can share, read aloud, immediately. The robot cards, they did mention the robot cards. I cannot the robot cards, I don't understand totally if I people confusing I saw that people that are if I'm confused, so those are what we teach. Now, if you're not listening, after tea break, now we're going to or Mantjedi, intention and success, for the critical something to be removed from the next page, or before I choose down, page 40, he gave us an example. He gave us an example in page 4, mission 60, about the structure of planets. Now, you see those are in the world, the teacher will go over the use, over the language, so the teacher will language, or focus on these things, and whatever, they are then move for the idea, those with the set that we talk about, focus on them. And then now, okay, the resources, but look at the intentions. we are learning to, one day we are learning to understand the structure of things. Now, I am successful. I know I have achieved the living intentions when I care, when I can identify the pattern. I don't like that. So, now, when we ask direction, but I will be successful in this lesson if I can identify the path of that. If I can describe the path of, like what I do. So, these are the success criteria. And when you go from an assessment, the teacher or whoever is affected who chooses the role in sentence, make sure they has like mini box, or exactly we can share, or exactly allowed. It allowed we can do after reducing going the number of you keep them on. Following the channel, the own actually not to using the name so I will leave it for now. I get to bring the head one in the hoping to bring AS number 2. Is there a question before the approval? Based on the second question, I know one question is if you are let me tell you something. When you are about this is a national mandate. Then you don't need a national mandate. If you don't want start the national office in government, the whole nation, then what the kind of master can remember this. After this part, so the next one, equal rights subject. So that according to the approving of the approval of the increase in the I belong to the government now, assistant to the institute and so on now. And now for now, the government at also professors are looking this approach of the world that change. Yeah, thank you.